Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer, and this is
Urgo.
Jason Urgo. He is the founder, owner, CEO, janitor, everything at SocialBlade.com, which is a great site for YouTube analytics. We're going to do some Q&A with you guys here like we do every Thursday. ZA Gamers Pro wrote and asked this. Network versus AdSense, which is better? That is a great question, one that is asked quite a lot. It's kind of a complicated, difficult question to answer because there's so many nuances, so many things to consider. What do you say?
Yeah, it's not just kind of complicated. I'd say
it's super complicated.
Yeah. I'd say you have to look at it in a couple of ways. First off, I guess the easiest way to look at it is what level are you on YouTube? If you're just starting off, I'd say for the most part, AdSense is probably a better bet. If you join a network at the very beginning, you're going to be giving up a portion of your ads or those earnings. And again, at the very beginning, this is like maybe 50 cents or a very small amount. And since that there is a very small amount, you're giving that amount to the network, and they don't really have much to work with to
actually serve you and help you. Yeah, you're like, oh, thanks for the 50 cents. Now we're going to offer you, boom, hundreds of dollars worth of value. Yeah. I think the thing to remember and to keep in mind is that when you're joining a network, you're actually hiring them to work for you. You are paying them. You are giving them a monthly fee that you are paying. That money would have come to you, but instead you're giving it to them instead to say, give me some value that I need. And I think before you just go ahead and join a network, you have to know what value do I need from a network, and can this network actually deliver that value to me that I need? There's some things that a lot of MCNs, YouTube networks will say, this is the value that we deliver. And they'll say things like, we're going to promote you and then really grow your channel. Yeah, why are you going like this?
Well, what networks really do that? And I mean, sure, there might be a select few that they can promote, but there's also, I'd say for the most part, if they're talking about on their Twitter account, for example, if a network has, we'll even say 1,000 people in it, how many people can they be tweeting out about every day before?
Yeah, and actually get valuable click-throughs too.
Yeah.
So they'll say, we're going to help you grow your YouTube channel. And we're going to teach you how to. Well, some networks, what that means is once you sign up, they send you a one-pager of tips for YouTube tips. That's how they're going to help you grow. Not to be totally cynical, but
a lot of times, though, I mean, they might also have self-help videos or a number of articles about it, or even still have someone that you can open a support ticket with and ask questions on, which definitely can be helpful.
That can be helpful.
But you can't really expect, again, at the beginning level, a full-time person that is going to sit there and be like, listen, these are all the things that you got to do, and you know what? We're going to do it for you also.
Right.
That doesn't happen either.
They'll say, okay, we'll give you access to a library of music content, which might be very valuable for you.
Or you can just go to Incompetech.com, JoshWoodward.com, or a number of other sites that you don't need any special access to.
It's just royalty-free
or if you want
Commons.
Or if you want the music that they have, a lot of times you can even go to, Audio Micro is one that most networks have.
I use AudioJungle.net because I have never had a problem with Content ID with any of those.
And you can get, if you really want a song from one of these, we'll say premium sites, you can buy it also for fairly cheap.
Yeah. So rather than paying the network, every month, you can just say, all right, chicks, you just need this, and go buy it yourself. They might also say, like, well, we're going to increase your CPM and so that you get more money per 1,000 views with us on our network than you are with YouTube. Is that usually valid?
I'd say that's probably the hardest thing to actually really get an answer on.
Yeah.
I'd say the vast majority of networks, you're really just getting AdSense ads on your videos there, unless you're at the really high level. Most networks, when they go out and do an ad deal, they'll sell ads on, the top 2% of people in their network, and everyone else just gets standard AdSense ads. That said, there are some networks that don't do that actually do sell across everything, but I wouldn't say that's the norm.
Yeah.
And this is the toughest thing because you go and ask them, they won't give you any data, I'm sure. So it's really hard to tell that information.
So if someone's thinking about joining a network, like one of the things I recommend that you do is find other creators who are or were a part of that network, and not like too far back, because a lot of networks change, they grow, they get better over time, things too. So, but find someone who's currently in it and just reach out to them. They can find out, like on SocialBlade, you can sometimes see what network someone's partnered with.
Yeah. Quite often you can look up a channel on there and it'll tell you. Or you can, if you're looking at a particular network, you can go and list the top users in the network as well.
Yeah, and just reach out to them like, hey, are they delivering on this promise? Are they giving you a higher CPM? And again, if it's like a super high-end channel with like millions of views a month, like they probably are getting some special treatment, or they have a dedicated account manager who is just working on getting brand deals for that person, like that's their full-time job. But find someone around your size, around your range with subscribers and views, and reach out to that person and see what their thoughts are in the network. Maybe some of you guys are partnered through SocialBlade, and you're kind of like, oh, how does that work? So what is the SocialBlade network about? How does that work?
This may change in the future, but at the moment, just to clear things up here, SocialBlade itself is not an actual network. We work with maker studios at the moment, and we bring people into their network there. And the people that go in, we help support and actually do promote on SocialBlade with the featured videos on sort of the left side of pretty much every page you're on. But just so there's no confusion here, we're not an actual network, so that's why I'm able to talk about these things here.
Yeah. Personally, I have not signed with a network just because I haven't seen one or found one that's actually delivering the value to me that I would need. And so far, like the value I need here at Video Creators isn't what an MCN actually offers.
And I think we're both in sort of the same boat there. I personally, my channels are also not signed with anything. And I think it's because...
You watch Video Creators, you don't need...
No.
Is that what you were going to say?
Yes,
I thought I was just kidding.
Actually, yes. I really was going to say that,
okay.
You provide the tips there.
I was trying to put words in his mouth.
Well, yeah, no, but it's really true because, if you're able to learn on your own, YouTube Playbook, also a great place to get some tips. Plenty of other websites also that just have tips on how to do well on YouTube. If you're able to do that, a lot of times you can get the features that the network will have.
Yeah. The thing to remember, though, guys, is that like these MCNs, they're not just out trying to screw creators, right? And we want to kind of lay out from their perspective, if you have had a bad experience with one, what's kind of happening on their end. But first of all, for you guys who do want to grow your YouTube channels and you do want to land brand deals and your network maybe isn't doing that for you, you can go to a site like famebit.com. They are a sponsor here at Video Creators this month. There's a link to them in the description below, and you just go to their website and you can, if you have 1,000 subscribers or more, you can just start browsing all the different brand deals that they have available that may or may not be available through your network. But if your network's not doing that for you, you can just do the brand deals on your own through a place like FameBit, and you can start making a lot more money from your channel, your viewers, and your subscribers through a service like that than maybe you would with a network. Maybe not, but it's worth checking out. The link to them is below, so go check them out. So the thing that's really important to remember is what's happening from the MCN side of all this.
Obviously, networks are not charities, so they have to pay their employees also and make a profit as well. And if your channel at the time is only making, we'll say $10 a month, and we'll just be generous and say you're on like an 80-20 split, so $2 of that goes over to the network there. With that $2, you're expecting them to spend hours and hours to help you grow your channel and do all this specialized help, optimize all of your information. It's just not feasible.
It's not like they're mean. It's not like they're bad and they're just trying to screw creators. If you have, a lot of people have awesome experiences with MCNs. A lot of my friends have, and kind of the bigger you get on YouTube, the kind of the better treatment it seems like you get too, unfortunately. But that's because the economics, like we're talking about, if you're a bigger channel and they can sell a big brand deal to your audience and then the MCN gets a cut of that, like they can afford to do that, you know?
And it's not to say that, again, even if you are a smaller channel, that MCNs can't help you. It's just you have to be cautious on what you're expecting from it. Things like advertising sales, some networks are able to sell ads across their entire network, but spending hours and hours of individualized support is maybe not something that I can do.
Yeah. So I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below. One, what has your experience been like with your network if you are signed up through a YouTube network? And two, what advice do you have for another YouTube creator who's thinking about joining a network? How would you answer this question versus joining a YouTube network and getting paid through them versus just going through YouTube and just using their AdSense program? I'd love to hear all your thoughts. I know this is a very controversial topic, so
it really is.
The comments here are going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to them. So thank you guys for contributing to each other. If you're kind of trying to figure this out yourself, definitely don't just take our word for it. You know, the people have many other different experiences than what we've heard about and had ourselves. So definitely read the comments that people are leaving down there. I know you'll find a lot of really good, helpful stuff. If you also want to learn more about your YouTube stats and maybe how much money other YouTubers are making, very, very, very roughly, they could go to
SocialBlade.com.
And what do they get at SocialBlade?
SocialBlade tracks over 4 million YouTube channels. It's a lot. We allow you to see basically all the data on subscribers and views per day. There's lots of graphs over there. You can track and compare your channel to see how you rank up with everyone else that we have in the system. And anyone, as long as they have 5 subscribers, can get their channel added in.
Awesome. So go check them out. I use them probably about every day, not just with my own channel, but like the channels I'm doing consulting with. You know, I can see graphs of their growth and, say, oh, what happened last August? I see a little spike there, and they're like, how did you know that? I'm like, oh, SocialBlade. They're like, what's SocialBlade? I'm like, let's just go. I tell them about it. But so definitely check out. There's a link to his site in the description if you kind of want to dig into your YouTube stats there and other people's as well. That'd be awesome. And thanks for hanging out here. If this is your first time, we'd love to have you subscribe. Every week we do Q&A just like this to help you guys out with your questions that you have about the audiences that you're developing, your channels that you're growing. On Tuesday, we'll look at some YouTube news, talk about the updates happening here and what it means for you as a creator. And then on Wednesdays, we do some YouTube tips, ideas, suggestions, and advice. And here at Video Creators, I believe that a lot of you guys have messages that need to spread, that the world needs to hear. And I know Jason does too. Like, we just want to help support you guys so that your channels grow and that your message reaches the people who need to hear what you have to say and that you can hopefully even potentially change their lives. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for letting us be a part of that. And we will see you guys again next week. Bye.